In this video, we're going to look at how to do a very simple black and white conversion using the 3 color channels of a color image. This is one reason you might want to shoot color instead of black and white straight up. In this case, I've actually pasted in a JPEG, and I always work from RAW, but I want to show something here, and that is if you paste in a JPEG, it's typically going to be 8 bits. And when you convert to black and white, there may be tonal transitions which benefit from 16 bits. So the first thing you should do is switch it to 16 bits per channel. All right, so we've just done that. So let's look at this image. You'll notice it's blue dominant. And so anything we do to the blue is going to have the biggest effect. So let's take a quick look at the channels. And to do that, I'm going to, I don't even know how to do this with a menu command. It's Command 4, 5, and 6, or 3, 4, 5. That's right, 3, 4, 5. So if I hit Command 3, that's the red channel, and you can see the look it has. Since blue is kind of the opposite of red in terms of RGB color, well, it's actually red and cyan, but close enough. Going to the red channel, we're going to see a darkening. That's red. Going to the green channel, we're going to see some kind of middle. Going to the blue channel, all that blue is going to light up and be bright. So this is your basic way of controlling how the overall tonality looks. So red, green, blue, you can see there's a pretty radical difference. So if you're converting to black and white, in this case, maybe you want some drama, or maybe you wanted something like this green channel, which is kind of got a nice balance. And you could even layer images and blend them, or mask them off and do fancier stuff. But let's say you just want a basic image. By picking one of these channels, you can get a different look. Now there's another trick with channels. If you say Edit, Convert to Profile, you'll notice that this image is in the Adobe RGB color space. When you change that color space to another one, like the very common sRGB, that's what I call stupid or simple sRGB, because it crushes colors pretty badly in some cases. When you do that, do you see? Here's the difference. This is sRGB, Adobe RGB, sRGB, Adobe RGB. You can see the color channels themselves change. So now red, green, blue are going to be more different still. So I'm going to undo that. We're back to Adobe RGB. Let's convert it to a profile of Pro Photo RGB. Okay, and again we see the channel balance changes. So red, green, blue. So you've actually got a huge number of combinations. You can convert it to a different color space, and then the individual color channels will themselves change. So the trick is find the one that I always start with a wide gamut space because you don't want to crush color, but maybe it's worth converting it to another color space and then looking at these color channels. And advanced users could create a script to render all 3 color channels of 5 different color spaces and then see which one they like the most. Anyway, so once you've chosen your look, I'm going to go with green here, and what's our current profile? We're in Pro Photo. I think that's a little dark, so I'm going to go back to Adobe RGB. Okay, so we're back in Adobe RGB, and that's red, that's green. I'm going to say the green channels, blue's too bright, so I'm going to go with green. So to convert that to black and white now, all you have to do is say Image Mode, Grayscale. It'll ask if you want to flatten your layers. Doesn't matter in this case. I'll say OK. And now do you notice our histogram has one histogram, and this is now a monochrome image. There are no color channels anymore. It's just monochrome. At this point, you can save the image as a pure black and white file. The color, there is a profile associated with it. I always use gray gamma 2.2. It doesn't matter a whole lot, except that this is probably the best default to use for web if you forget to save with the color space in it. So anyway, we've now got this grayscale image in gray gamma 2.2. And that's all there is to using color channels, plus the tricks I mentioned, which are topics for a more advanced video.